Hey guys, King of Charmanders here. Today I bring you a video on the best bow style customization guide for Dodgebolt and Power Volley meta. As this video goes over those new bow style changes, and they're pretty simple to use, but both have some intricate mechanics worth going over. I'll also go over some advanced tips for both of these styles. First, we're going to start off with Dodgebolt. So, basic firing, you tap to attack. And each tap will increase your charge level, starting at 1 and ending at 4. So you tap, and then each consecutive tap goes +1 level. And the cool thing about this one, it's actually pretty fast. So it's the fastest way to gain charge levels, just by simply tapping to attack. Next up, we have the Dodgebolt evade attack, or more commonly known as the Dodgebolt. So you swipe in any direction to Dodgebolt, and this allows you to do a severed attack and ends with an arrow volley. Basically, as you see in this example right here, you are slashing with the arrow, and then thanks to that slash, you are also able to do more damage. And at the end of that, again, you will end this with a arrow volley, and it's actually a +1 charge level. So you will get a +1 charge level per Dodgebolt, and it resets to charge shot level 1 after you fire a charge level 4 shot. So it cycles through. And the cool thing is you can combo this, and I'm going to show more about this later on in the advanced tips of how you can take advantage of Dodgebolt. But first, we have the Dodgebolt arc shot. So you tap and hold to fire arc shot. I thought it'd be something completely different, but it's this thing right here. And it also allows you to not just rain arrows, but firing at the monster's head will stun it. In addition, this charges fairly quickly, so you don't need to spend a lot of time holding it down. Because of that, you don't really focus, and there's no reason to have focus, because as you see, it's pretty dang quick. And again, if you fire at the monster's head, you will have a chance to stun it. This is also your best bet when the monster is really far away from you, or if you really want to stun the monster and allow your teammates to just wail on it. And this does a decent amount of damage as well. In addition, you have the perfect evade for the Dodgebolt. So here's what you do. You swipe in any direction at the right timing to perfect evade. Perfect evading makes it so that you do not take damage. Tap for an instant charge 4 shot. So what happens is if you tap, you're going to go instantly to a charge 4. So right here, bang, and then you'll be able to fire a charge 4 shot. But here's the thing. There's also another action you could do. Because if you flick up, you will do a lunging melee attack, which does sever damage. So as you see right here in this slow-mo right here, you fire, and then after that you dodge, and if you swipe up, you will do this lunging arrow attack. And you can do the lunging melee strike after perfect dodging in any direction. So you have the perfect dodge first, and as you see right here, you sidestep, and then you can swipe up to use that arrow attack. And here's some advanced tips. You can combine tapping and evade attacks to get to level 4 faster. Like you see an example right here. 3 taps and 1 Dodgebolt attack gets me to level 4. Unfortunately, the evade distance is really short, so it's a good idea to master how much you need to evade for each monster and the respective attacks. And or use evade extender. I don't actually recommend this unless it's like built in, like level 1 or something like that. But you just want to go pure damage instead of just relying on evade extender. It'll make you better anyways as a player. But yes, as I mentioned before, Dodgebolt builds do not need focus, and an important note is that Dodgebolt status buildup is halved. You heard that right, it is halved. And now we have the Power Volley, which we have basic firing. First, you have to tap twice after a charge shot. So you tap, hold, after that number 2 release, you tap to quick shot, and then at number 4 you Power Volley. You should normally fire 3 sets of arrows if you did everything right. However, the problem is your charge rate will be slower, so just keep that in mind. This is really slow in comparison to the original. Next, we have the Power Volley combos. Number 1, you have the charge 1 combo. You tap and hold until charge. Number 2, you release, you tap, and you tap. But I don't really recommend this one because this combo is pretty weak. It's charge level 1. But the good thing is that there is more than one charge combo you can fire at. So we're going to go over that in a bit. But yes, again, don't even bother with this charge 1 combo. It's not worth it. But what is worth it is the charge 2 to 4 combo, where you tap and hold until your desired charge, you release, you tap, and you tap. This is best used for the highest possible damage. However, here's a big caveat to this. It's a lower charge time versus the original bow. That's the giant problem with this. As you see right here, this is with Focus 5. It's extremely slow. Like, I could probably fire 2 level 4s with a super bow at the time this takes to get to level 4 at full power. So just keep that in mind. But, not to say it still isn't good. It is factually still incredibly powerful if you can get there. But yeah, it's just that long charging time is not my cup of tea, but also depending on what bow style you're using, as far as like which bow you're using, as far as bow weapon type, monster type, you're gonna be like, yeah, this kind of sucks. I really don't want to use this thing. Don't get me wrong, in some builds, Power Volley is actually really good, but it just has too many limitations. But what the limitation isn't is the perfect evade. So we have the Power Volley perfect evade, where you swipe in any direction at the right time to perfect evade. You will take no damage, and this reduces your charging time. However, unfortunately, that's all it does. It just reduces your charging time. It's not like the Dodgebolt style, which actually increases it. And it definitely doesn't increase it like the original bow style. And here's some advanced tips. You can do more than one charge sidestep to avoid attack. So as you see right here, I'm consistently charging, even though I'm completing my charges. You can't do that with the original one. It will reset. And you also keep your current charge level. So you can keep dodging up until the 4th point, but this is actually really hard. So you see right here, you can keep dodging, but again, you have to be very careful with your positioning as well as, yeah, which charge level you're actually in right now. The cool thing is Time Charger actually works with this style, and it works best when you use it with Focus, for obvious reasons. But again, even with Focus 5, this style is still pretty dang slow. So yeah, keep that in mind. This might not be the best for you if it's too slow for your taste like me. And hopefully this video helps you with the new bow styles. Dodgebolt is the best out of 2. Bar none it is. Power Volley is just too slow. It needs a buff because it's just way too slow to focus. As you saw example right there, it's really slow. Yeah, you could dodge until you line up the monster, but why upgrade this one? I could just use a super bow at regular style and just have so much more mobility, etc. And Dodgebolt would go crazy with super bows. Charge 3 to damage 4. With that being said, please do me a huge favor. Like, subscribe, and comment for YouTube algorithm. Hopefully this helped you out as far as the bow styles. I'm really hoping that the bow styles either get a buff, Power Volley gets a buff, and of course, Dodgebolt, like I mentioned before, is the best. Good luck on your grinds, good luck on your drops. Hopefully you are close to getting these style changes soon, and I will see y'all on the next video if you're going after them.